guys, Eden here, and welcome to this month's Q&A. I am so sorry I'm late with this video, guys. I promise I'm gonna do a lot better. It's just, again, I was waiting on you guys to get questions to me. You have to do better about this, guys. Like, seriously. I really want you guys to ask me whatever you want to ask me. It can be anything, about anything. And I actually got some really good questions this time that wasn't really pertinent to video games for once. And I know that, yes, I am a YouTube gamer, and yes, primarily most of the videos on my channel are video game Let's Plays, but I also do art, and I dabble in a little bit of voice acting and singing and music video editing and all that good stuff. I'm into anime, music, books, and just all kinds of crazy stuff. So you can ask me anything. Ask me anything you want to. It can be anything personal. It can be anything not personal. It can be wacky, silly, whatever. Just make it fun. This is for you guys. I know all about myself, but you guys don't know anything about me, and that's what these Q&As are for, is to help you guys get to know me better and for me to be able to get to know you through your questions. This is just a really cool thing, and I want to keep this going. I really, really do. Alright, so with that being said, we're just gonna jump straight into this, okay? So let's do this. Alright, first question. What is your biggest pet peeve? Okay, I don't have that many pet peeves. I mean, I do, but like they're not huge. Like they're not like that big of a deal. But my biggest pet peeve in the world is, well, two biggest pet peeves in the world are backseat gaming. I can't stand that crap. And the other thing is comma splices. I'm a writer, and when people use commas incorrectly, it drives me absolutely insane. Like, I've seen people just put commas everywhere, and for me, when I read something and there's commas in a place that it's not supposed to be at, I read it as I would be reading, like pauses. So if I'm texting somebody, or if somebody's texting me, or I'm reading something that somebody wrote and there's commas everywhere, then I read it like I'm reading, the pauses there. So if somebody's like comma spicing, for instance, I'll read it like this, and then I will not know what to do because it just doesn't make any kind of sense. Like, you see how that pause is in there? Like, there were commas in there, and I read it like that. That's how it sounded. It drives me absolutely insane. I hate it. So, yeah. Alright, next question. Have you ever thought about voice acting? What role would you play if you could be the voice of any character? Okay, it's two questions in one, technically. Have you ever thought about voice acting? Yes. I actually used to amateur voice act on the Voice Acting Alliance back when it was just a forum. Almost, wow, I think 13 years ago. I first started voice acting when I was 16. I did a few minor roles here and there, like in a couple of different little radio plays in my hometown, but it wasn't anything like a big deal. And I did online radio, like I was a radio DJ for the longest time on Asian Load Radio. But I never really thought about wanting to voice act until I was 16 years old, and I finally got a microphone and a headset, and I joined Voice Acting Alliance, and I did a variety of different projects, and I actually made some really great friends through the VAA. And believe it or not, one of my good friends, Edwin Tiang, who also known as Almadon, and my other friend River Kanoff, I met them through the VAA, and we're still really good friends to this day. And I actually, funny story, Edwin, I was a big fan of Edwin and Tam Bui for the longest time because I watched this series by Life.1 Entertainment called Shin, and it first aired on Newgrounds, and it was such a great story, and Edwin's character was named Legend. And to this day, Edwin will always be Legend to me. And it's not, and he, he kind of winces every time we talk about it. He's not like particularly fond of that role, but I thought he did a fabulous job. And just, I don't know, like, because of him and a few other people, I've always wanted to be a voice actress. And of course, a few professional people like Johnny Young Bosch and Kelly Manison and Monica Rial and Shelley Colleen Black. Like, all of them. Hilary Haig, Greg Ayers, David Matrenga, the list could go on and on. Ilyich Gordiolev, like all of them, they're great voice actors, and I admire them so much. And I I don't know, like, I wish I was as great as they were. I don't think I'm bad, but I don't think I'm that great. If I were to play a role of any character, I guess I could go two different ways with it. In a video game, I would definitely either want to be Faith from Mirror's Edge, or I would want to be Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. Those are my two ideal roles for myself. And as far as anime goes, I would either want to be Aisha Clan from Outlaw Star, or I would want to be Revi from The Black Lagoon, which is a great anime. Totally kick-ass. I love it. Alright, next question. What is your biggest dream you hope to achieve in life? Well, I've only ever had really one big dream when I was younger, and a lot of people say, oh, well, it's to get rich and to be successful and to do all this like crazy stuff, and I want to make my mark in life, and I want to leave a legacy, and you know, that's great and everything, and that, you know, and in a way I kind of do want to do those same things, but like my biggest dream ever, guys, is to have a family. Like, that's always been my biggest dream, is to have a family. I want to get married and have kids and raise my kids right and just be a really good mom and be a really good spouse. So that's just been my biggest dream, and it's the one thing that I hope that I will be able to achieve in life. So who knows? Alright, next question. Do you plan on doing YouTube for a while? Yes. I'm assuming the way that you asked that question is, for those of you who don't know, I'm 28 years old. I'll be 29 in in about 3 months. I'll be 29. And yes, I do plan on doing YouTube for a while. I would love to do YouTube for pretty much the rest of my life until I am an old biddy and can't click my mouse clicker anymore, and I'm too old to play video games, or I don't have the time. But for I'm going to go as long as I possibly can, guys. Whether that's 10 more years or 15 more years or whatever, I want to go as far as I can and take myself as far as I can go and see what comes of this community that has come together and followed me and just been such a great support system. You guys, seriously, you guys are the reason I keep pushing myself so hard and keep doing this. I literally have less than 200 subs, but you guys mean everything to me, because you come in, you watch my videos, you comment, you like, you favorite, you retweet, you favorite, you favorite and share and link me and all that great stuff, and I just seriously could not have done it without your support. I could not have done it, and it means the world to me how much like I'm appreciated by you guys and how much I appreciate you. So yeah, I'm gonna do this for as long as I can go, and until my body gives out and I can't do YouTube anymore, we're gonna go strong together. I promise. Alright. When did you first start drawing, dabbling in graphical art? I actually first started drawing, according to my mom, I was 2 years old. I was living in Korea, and my mom wanted me actually to learn the piano, and since I was so small and my fingers were too weak to press down the piano keys, I went to art school instead. It was this little private school called Pinocchio's art school in South Korea, and I did art, and ever since I was 2 years old, I've been drawing and coloring and creating things. And then when I was 13 years old, I made my own graphics and labels. I drew and created, portraits of my original characters, and then I just kept going on and on and on, and then I finally got a hold of Photoshop and Corel Painter, and just every single tiny thing just led up to this. And finally I went to college and I got my degree in graphic design, or rather design and technology, and I went to film school too. But it's one of those things where I've been doing it for a long time. So it's been about 26 years now that I've been drawing. It's insane. And I still don't think I'm all that great. I do my best, and the best is really all that I can hope for, and just to keep pushing myself and striving to get better, because there's so many great artists out there who outshine me in their own way, and there are ways that I outshine them in my own way, that there are techniques that I've utilized that some of them won't be able to to achieve, because they have their own style. We as artists all have our own styles, and that's the important thing to remember. Do you have any phobias? Yes, I have 3 main phobias. I'll go from minor to major. My minor phobias are pediophobia, which is the fear of mannequins, mesophobia, which is the fear of being lost, and athazagoraphobia, which is the fear of being forgotten or abandoned. And like I said, from least scary to most terrifying, it goes in that order. And, well, my fear of mannequins, I hate mannequins. I hate them so much. They're just so creepy. And I hate playing games with mannequins in them. I hate watching movies with mannequins in them that move and try to kill you and all that good stuff. And it just freaks me out, and I don't like it. But, I hate mannequins. They freak me the fuck out. Mesophobia, the reason why people always say that I'm a really good navigator is because I hate being lost. I'm not above asking anybody for directions if I'm lost. I will pull over into the side of the road and cry if I get lost. I will get like shakes, and I'll literally have a panic attack if I'm lost. I don't know where I am, and nobody's helping me try to find my way. It's just, I don't know if that has something to do with any kind of childhood trauma I may have experienced, but I literally hate with a passion. It's just claustrophobia, and it's just a terrorizing thing for me because I think something terrible is going to happen when that happens. So yeah, that's that. And athazagoraphobia is the fear of being abandoned, but I don't like the idea of being alone or left behind, and I fear that if anything were to happen to me and I were to die, nobody would remember me, and that's the scary, sad part about it all. Not being remembered. Why do you not use a face cam webcam when you play games? Because I don't want to use a gimmick where people come and follow me simply because they see my face in the corner of the screen and they get to visually see my reactions as opposed to hearing them. And the reason why I admire so many YouTubers who don't use face cams is because they are staying true to their art and their like brand that they're selling, and they refuse to show their faces for whatever reason. I mean, like, for instance, the Rad Brad, like, he's done some vlogs and he has a Facebook and a Twitter and we all know what he looks like, but he never plays his games with the camera in the corner because he wants you to hear his genuine reactions, or at least that's what I believe. It may be a whole different reason altogether, but I want to believe that the reason why he doesn't use a face cam is because he wants people to pay attention to the game and not his face and his facial reactions. Because there are times where I've watched gamers where I'm focusing so much on their face and their reactions that I miss something really important in the game. And you know, if the YouTuber hasn't figured it out by then, I want to be able to tell them, hey, this is what happened and this is how you get to it. So it's just, you know, again, one of those things that's just, it's a weird habit, I don't know, or nitpickiness, I don't know. When did you officially identify yourself as a gamer? I guess I officially identified myself as a gamer when I was 12 years old and I was playing Parasite Eve for the first time. What are some of your bad habits? Okay, one of them is when I'm really nervous or when I'm really anxious about something, I pick my nails, like badly. Like there's some parts of my nail, like my thumbnail in general, that are a little bit raw because I pick at it so much. Because again, when I get anxious and worried and concerned and see things that I'm not used to seeing, I tend to freak out. My other bad habit, or rather my other habit, I don't know if I call it bad, but I say "but for real though" a lot. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I drink way too much coffee, and I'm partially like, I'm about 85% insomniac. Like, it's just, there's no avoiding it. Another bad habit is sometimes I take longer than necessary in the bathroom just because I want everything to look perfect, even though I don't really even wear that much makeup. I really don't. I just wear eyeliner and eyeshadow. I don't even wear lip gloss or foundation. It's weird. Okay. Tell one random fact about yourself that you haven't yet revealed to anyone. There are times where a song will come on the radio. It doesn't matter where I am or what I do. If I really like the song, I will cut a rug. I love to dance and sing at random, so sometimes I come home and I'm tired, I'll like put on some music and I'll just dance around for like an hour or so and get completely exhausted. I'm like, woo, it's my workout for the day. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's a fact I haven't revealed to any of you guys before, that I work out like 2-3 times a week. Because I used to be really fat. But that's another story for another day. Right? Right. Alright, so again, guys, thank you so much. You're awesome. I love you. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this over and over again, and it's worth it. It is absolutely worth it in the end. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And I guess with that being said, we're gonna say goodbye now. So yeah, until the next Q&A, I'll see you when I see you. Bye!